All right. So we're mixing. Are we about to mix a second or third? Should be third bucket.
Third bucket's coming up, I think. Right there. So just pour all this in now? What you put in the last bucket?
Yeah, one of those, and then I never put go circular.
Yeah.
And I never quite put a half a cup in again. I just wanted to make sure that so it was almost another half a cup, but not quite.
Okay.
Good.
This one full. I'll stir in a second when I put the rest.
How? So keeping an eye on time, because this is going to give you an idea of, well, it's the first time you're being trained, but you'll get an idea of how long this will take. So you can literally budget the time and when you're going to do this on a weekly basis.
Yes, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take me at least an hour to do cleanup after.
Yeah. So set aside 2 hours.
Yeah.
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 Because this will never get like this again.
We won't let this ever get to this state again.
Good.
So it won't require
that much time. And you know how to mix, you know what to be doing. So there are things that you can do during the week, like you're keeping your skimmer socks clean. You can clean your skimmer. Like I clean my skimmer probably 2-3 times a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So doing those things is going to make it easier. So when you do your water change, you don't have everything to do at the same time.
Yes, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if it's on a schedule, then do this on a Wednesday, do this on a Monday, do this. Like we're doing all of it the one time kind of thing, right?
Right. But you've caught up. Your tank is going to be in a much better position. You can go on your weekend and relax with a peace of mind, with a smile on your face.
I can't wait. Because I actually thought about selling the entire tank, everything on Kijijji, and just getting rid of it because I didn't know how to maintain it.
Okay. So now you have been empowered.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
I promised that I wouldn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah.
And she brought you in.
He's like, I'm not having anything to do with it. It's your tank. You brought it.
And Derrick, you're the one mixing and lifting the buckets of water.
I don't mind doing that.
Yes.
I've got way too many more important things to be doing.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be easier going forward.
I know, yeah. Exactly.
And it's a testament to those many years of marriage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's mixed up. Should I just check the salinity on it?
And remember to put the prime in.
Prime's in.
Okay, check the salinity, yes.
Prime's in, salt's in, water's in, stir's done.
And the temperature is close to the tank?
And the temperature is close to the tank, yes. That was the first thing.
Alright, check the salinity.
There's nothing bottom up in the tank yet. Nope, that little thorn guy, the fire, whatever his name is, he's always out and about. The other ones all hide away behind a rock.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't. He's always out and about, wants to know what's going on.
God, her back. So my first wife has been calling me. And I've been declining the call, but I sent her a message in a moment, so I'll get back to her shortly.
You have kids with your first wife. Do you have kids with your second one?
I don't have a second wife.
Oh, you don't? Why do you have a second wife?
No, I use the term first wife because it's a more respectful term in my mind. And we do have a great relationship. So we do stay connected, we do share responsibilities with the kids. So she is my first wife.
Yes, definitely.
So I'm still single if you want to put it like that.
Okay. All right, so that's, I would say 1.024.
Okay.
Should I add a little bit more salt or not?
No. How clear is the mix? Is it clear now or is it still cloudy?
1 second now. Flip this around. There you go.
That looks pretty clear to me. Do we still have a clear bucket of water beside that?
No.
Okay, but that just from memory, that looks pretty clear. Can you tell?
Yeah, it looks like Derrick's the same thing. It's incredibly clear. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Are we? And how much have you mixed there? The full bucket?
Yes.
Down to the third. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we can add that bucket in.
Okay, you add, and I'll finish cleaning.
Yeah, make sure that's really clean, Paula.
Yep. So I've got to put this down for a minute so I can do some cleaning. So I can't hold it for him to do the pouring.
That's all right.
So you get a break.
You're gonna this is actually teaching so many people so many things.
Boom. I know, because I will teach this. I will, already I taught Derrick how to do things that you taught me yesterday. So.
Excellent.
And I have other friends that have saltwater tanks as well,
So you're gonna be the expert.
I'm not an expert, but I'll have a lot more knowledge than what I started with.
And if there's anything you don't know, you know how to reach me, and I'll give you some more information. So you guys will be gone for the entire weekend?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, before I forget to ask, should I feed them before I go away, or should I just leave them with nothing again?
When was the last time we fed the tank?
Tuesday?
My challenge is all the things you showed out. Let's go back over your food. I'll tell you what I need you to throw away. Because at least half of the things you showed me should not have been put in that tank.
Interesting. Okay.
So I did see you with the omega-1 pellets. I'll have you just show me that one again, and maybe. But we definitely need to get some mysis shrimp. So, oh no. This must be weird for me to do it this way. You know this is a Rasta Reef and how I do things very impromptu. So this is the video for this week. We're wrapping up shortly. I think we're going to be able to turn on their pump soon. It's been a really great experience to help people out like this on a video call, showing them literally how to maintain and care for their animals. They have the heart for it, and this is what I love to do. So let's see, they're almost done. First water change, had no clue. They had someone that was taking care of their tank for them before, and this person just sort of walked away suddenly, and they were just dropped in a situation where, do I give the tank away or do I learn? And both have been very receptive, so this is where we're at. I'll turn it around again. While we wait on the blank screen. This is what I call teamwork. I can hear it. and honestly, this is sort of what I think when you're caring for a tank, like this is always great when two people know what to do.
Yes.
Yes.
One person don't have to listen, don't have to learn it all.
Yeah, because if somebody's not available, someone else knows, hey, that doesn't look right, they know what to do.
We gotta make more salt water.
To get the pump on? Okay, has he poured that one in yet?
To get it back to the same level.
So should I turn the pump on?
The pump was already turned on to fill up the main display. So the pump in the sump should be at its minimum now. So we're just trying to fill the tank up. So where it overflows into the grate. Once it starts to overflow into the grate, we should be able to turn the pump on without it sucking air.
Okay.
Did we turn the heater back on?
Yes, the heater's on.
Okay, good.
Maybe don't come off. Ask Dave.
Where are we now?
Just cleaning the top of this skimmer.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm doing another bucket of water,
Okay.
salt water,
Mm-hmm.
So
and
what about the skimmer itself? The
The
bottom.
the neck of that. So the most important part of cleaning the skimmer cup is the inner ring. So you'll notice that there's an outside section where the skim mate collects,
Yeah.
and then there's the inner tubing or the hole.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that that is very clean. That's where you're going to have a lot of the debris built up. That's where a lot of the brown, black, organic muck builds up on. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, the reason you want that clean is because remember how skimmers operate is literally by friction. So it's generating a lot of bubbles that literally starts to separate the organic matter from the water, and with
Right.
the bubbles it rises up the skimmer neck. If that portion of the neck isn't smooth and clean, and it encounters a lot of buildup, then that skim mate or that foam head will not rise past it and come into the collection cup.
Okay.
So keeping that inner section clean allows allows that foam to rise easily through the body of the skimmer and flow over into the collection cup.
Fair enough.
Okay, so
Makes sense.
on that particular model, you are able. The first part you took off,
Yeah.
it has what we call I almost want to call it like little wiper blades.
Yeah.
So you're able to spin that, and it will clear the inner neck so you can see in. The only problem with that I have found is that if it builds up quite a bit, when you turn it to clean so you can see in, the organic matter falls back into the body of the skimmer.
Yes.
Right, so I avoid turning that. I like to, once I can't see through it, that's your signal to take off that entire skimmer cup and clean it.
Okay.
So this is like changing diapers again because you're cleaning fish poop.
Listen, I've done worse.
You've done so have I.
I've come from a very meager beginning with 9 other siblings.
Ah, okay. Good.
No.
So this is not strange work for you.
No. This is almost normal.
This is normal work.
Yeah.
Okay. So when is your 1-year anniversary for your business? Is that in January?
Yes, January 2nd.
Oh,
No,
okay.
we were incorporated since June of last year,
Uh-huh.
but we never started the actual business until the 2nd of December.
2nd
Okay.
of January.
Oh, sorry, 2nd of January. You'll have to drop by.
Yes. I definitely will. I appreciate the invitation, and I'm sure you will have the Guinness this time. Or whatever your favorite beer is.
We were actually in Ireland last July.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I went to the actual brewery there.
Oh, lovely.
Guinness.
Yeah, the Guinness. We went there on our 25th anniversary,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, so we went toward the Guinness brewery, and then we went upstairs to the. We got this huge round. It's like
Vat.
a meeting hall.
Uh-huh.
It's all glass.
Oh.
Yeah, that company and that family, they're huge.
Yes.
Huge,
Guinness
yeah.
Guinness is.
Oh yeah.
Guinness is. All right. Is everybody hands tied up and wet?
I'm stirring. Water.
You're stirring?
Derrick cleaning.
Can you flip the phone so I can see somebody or what's happening?
No.
All right.
Just kidding.
Keep on doing what you're doing. They want to distract you.
There's Derrick. There you go. So he's taking the skimmer all apart and got it all cleaned
Good.
out.
Nice. Looks lovely and clean.
Making another bucket of water.
Uh-huh.
I think we ran out of hot water. I don't know.
Well, we should be close to getting that pump turned back on.
We are very
Yes.
close.
Well, the key thing is that we turn the heater on, so that's okay.
The heater's on, yeah.
Perfect.
I'm gonna do those charcoal sacks. Let me see.
This thing. They're in front of the skimmer. And they're bags filled with charcoal.
Oh, those haven't been. When were those last changed?
I don't know.
Take them out. Carbon should be changed at least once a month.
Do we have any more?
I don't even think we have carbon. Let me see what it looks like, and I'll tell you if John's purchased it or not.
If you don't have replacement, I mean, that's fine. You can always add that, like early next week. But after about a month, and that does not look like Chemipure. It looks like he's just using just a regular carbon. Can you bring it a little closer so I can see it?
Take it out, Derrick.
It looks like regular carbon.
I'm just going to grab a bucket so that...
Yeah, if it's regular carbon, after about 30 days, the absorption capacity of the carbon gets exhausted.
Yeah. So it's just regular carbon.
And then it starts to act more like a biological medium more than the properties for carbon. Oh, okay, yeah. We need to toss that.
Now? Because we don't have any replacement?
That's fine. I'd rather it out of the tank now.
Okay.
Because it could be trapping stuff and probably releasing things back into your tank. Because I'm not sure which brand he used. And if you're certain it hasn't been changed in the last, say, 30 or 60 days, then let's take it out and we can put a brand new bag or bags in. How many bags are in there? 2 or 1?
4.
4 bags of carbon. Huh. Do you see any biomedia in there? Anything that looks like a white noodle or a brick that looks... Is there any biomedia in that sump? Looks
Biometer.
like any other bags in there. It probably be in a bag or it looked like a...
No.
There's nothing else in there.
No.
In with the skimmer?
No. Nothing.
So he has no biological media. There's no biological media in that skimmer.
No. There's nothing in it.
4 bags, and there are 4 bags of carbon.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so... Alright, do me a favor. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to just rinse out those 4 bags of carbon because they're probably... This is sort of the risk I play with this one. I want to clean those bags. So rinse it out in some of the tank water. I mean, some of the water from the tank. Scoop out some of the water from the tank. Put it in a bucket. Rinse out those bags because after a while, what carbon does, if you haven't replaced it, it will act like a biomedia itself because it is very porous.
Yeah, makes sense.
So let's not remove that because we have no other biomedia in your tank. We're going to get a proper biomedia next week and we're going to start adding bacteria. We'll then remove it and replace it with carbon.
Okay.
Okay. But the main things have been cleaned. Your filter sock has been cleaned. Your skim has been cleaned. We've done our water change. We've siphoned the sand. We've turned off your air stone, which was creating a lot of salt creep. So we've really done a lot today. And you got your first flood.
Yeah, we got our first flood. Okay, I'm going to check the salinity of this last bucket of water.
Okay.
Make sure we're all good.
And I'm going to take what is probably going to be my last sip of the Guinness.
We're at 1.024.
That's perfect. That's where we want to be. You have become an expert at mixing now, Derrick.
Actually, that was Paula that did that.
You mixed that, Paula. Congrats. You did it. You did it great.
Give credit when credit is due.
All right. And hubby, you know the right way.
And I'm learning from the masters.
Well, I'm passionate. I wouldn't call myself a master, but thank you.
All right, I'm going to take a little bit of this. I'm going to put it in the bucket. 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 I'm going to put
That's fine. That's the most important thing. We're probably about a bucket away, you think?
I think that's the last bucket that we need when he puts this one in, maybe.
That's what I'm thinking. We're at the last bucket.
Yeah. Yeah. A quarter inch from the back
String.
Oh, I'm going to turn this around so you
We're
can.
about a quarter inch away from the back. I'm going to flip this thing around.
Yeah, let's see.
Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see that.
So that's where we are now.
Mhm.
So watch. Fill it right up until we get
Till it starts to overflow.
Okay.
Once it starts to overflow and water is flowing back into the sump, we can try turning back on the sump pump,
Yeah,
the return pump.
Okay.
The idea is that we're going to probably add one more bucket. If I need to see your sump again, because we lowered the water level in the sump, so we need to make sure that the sump is back to the operating height on the skimmer.
So I should mix up another bucket then.
Yeah. So on the skimmer, Derrick, there's going to be a little it's a tag which shows you what the ideal water level should be. It's on the main you see that tube? You see the tube that you actually adjust the flow on with the plus and minus on it?
Yeah.
On the skimmer, that's
Right.
you'll see a red tag on it that shows you the water level, that where the ideal water level should be.
Okay, so where that? Oh, jeez, I just been filling the tank. Okay. All right.
So on the skimmer, right, that red knob, if you look
Yeah.
further down that stem, you're gonna see a tag on it, like a little sticker.
Yeah.
Further down, do you see a sticker on it?
Yeah. It says
That-
water.
That's where you want the water level to be filled to. So
Oh,
once
like
the
in
tank is filled, we're gonna start putting the rest of the water in the sump to that level.
Is there so the water level in this? So is this like some kind of like this is like a sort of like a overflow or
It's
because we've never ever had the water up that high.
Where did you have the water level before?
As soon as this bulb started to float here.
Oh, so show it to me through the glass, not the top-down view.
Okay, so this is
Oh,
the skin.
so you do have that float in there. So okay, that's where you carry to then. Is that float switch in line with where the tag is on the skimmer?
No.
Is it below it?
Below it, yeah, a good bit.
Quite a bit below it?
Yeah.
Keep it. Well, the float is the main thing. So we'll work with the float height. We'll adjust the skimmer flow rate accordingly.
Okay, all right. Will do. Okay. Okay, what's the next step here?
Is the display full?
Is this thing floating?
It will be. You're gonna fill that until that float is all the way up.
All the way up? Okay.
Yes, and ensure that once we've done that, is your reservoir for the fresh water full or empty?
Currently it's full.
It's full.
Yeah.
Do you see any water running out from where the float switch is now?
No, I haven't got nothing turned on there yet.
Is any water running out from where the float switch is?
No. Because I don't have the pump turned on.
No, that shouldn't be the pump. That's gravity fed. So there's no water. So that float switch is all the way down.
No, it's actually up, all the way up.
Okay, so we stop the water at the right level. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay. Do we put that skimmer back together?
Yes, put the skimmer back together. Let's turn the return pump on, and let's see how that works.
Okay. Even though we don't have water returning back?
You haven't poured that last bucket in yet?
Not yet, no.
Okay, when you pour that last bucket in, it should carry you to it starting to overflow.
Okay. I think Paula talked to you about the buildup of the algae
Yes.
on the rocks? How do you deal with that, or is that another step?
That's another step.
Oh boy. Okay.
That's a continuation. We've just done the first part.
Okay.
By removing a lot of the organics out of your tank and just doing a regular maintenance.
Okay. All right.
Right.
All right. I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna lay the phone down.
That's fine.
Just like this, so we can see on the rack. Just turn the face out.
There's a lot of water there.
I dumped a bucket of water in the sink and it splashed all up over. So what I did, I covered all your papers. I'm just making more salt water.
Okay. We have a few more steps next week, Paula, when you guys get back, to start addressing the hair algae that has built up, but we are on the right path.
Okay, I believe you.
Alright.
So is this your day off?
This is my day off. I am about to, when we're done here, I'm going to head out and pick up a few things for at least 2 of the kids. Because, you know, they identified something they wanted and like, okay. I generally don't do any form of shopping.
Yeah.
But they twisted my arms. So I'm going to go buy one item. I think I'm going to go to Costco and pick up something for
Black
them.
Friday.
Yes. Imagine, I don't know if I see a line going into Costco, I'm going to go back home.
I'm pretty sure there's going to be line up.
Yeah, I told them I make no promises. I do not like the mad race. I've never done Black Friday shopping in all my life. Never.
Nope.
Never once. And I did not want to do it this year. But you know when your daughter gives you that cute smile?
Aww,
Yes, I'm going to probably try and do it for her, and we'll see how that gets on. But yeah, that's going to be my only thing, and then I'm going to come back home and just relax.
Well, we're going to drive into the trailer, and then we're just going to relax. We're going to put a fire in the outdoor fire pit in our gazebo, and then we're going to drink something. I'm not sure what I'm drinking tonight. And I'm going to smoke something, and I'm not sure what I'm smoking tonight.
Oh, well, it might be the same thing I'm smoking. We don't know. Anything that rocks your boat, that's good.
It's not going to be cigarettes, because I used that a year and a half ago.
All right, you're on camera, so you're fine. Well, that's the beauty of living in Canada, I must admit.
Yes.
Yes, I love living here. The people are so great and so warm. You know, and just meeting you guys just really tells me I made the right choice. All right, excellent. You know, we call it a kindred spirit, and you know, it's persons like you, Paula, and Derrick, that really get me excited. I don't do this for everybody. This is, as you said, it's the first time I'm doing this, but I felt your heart, and that was our connection.
I'm glad you did, because I felt devastated when I went to the pet store. But then when I came home, I was actually excited. I was like, oh my God, I think I can do this. Like, yeah, it's wonderful. I said, this guy Wayne, I said, has helped me out. So then I told my daughter all about it. And she was like, oh, I've met Wayne when I've been at the pet store.
So your daughter knows me?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And she goes, oh, that guy's helped me when I've been there at the pet store before. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, so Paula, is she married?
She's 21.
She's 21.
She's not married, no.
All right, I'm definitely coming over one day to visit.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Yep.
How are we? Where are we at now? You gonna test it?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you ever, or when you do go check out my the YouTube channels, you'll see that I do have quite a few videos up. I am the type of guy that like long videos. Yeah, because I like to show people the little bitty steps that go into making your tank work. And those who have the heart, they'll watch it. You know, because you see the mistakes, you see the blunders, you see where you go right, you go wrong.
Well, you get that little back steps that you don't get if you don't So you jump from one step to the other, and you don't put in that little small step.
Yeah.
People that don't have a clue about it don't get it. Like, even when I knew what a skimmer was, because I just heard someone say it, that you need to have a skimmer on your fish tank. So I knew what a skimmer was. Basically, the principle of it, I didn't know until it was explained step by step what exactly it does, right?
Yeah.
So I like the little bitty steps, how you get from A to B.
And now you know how to clean it and how it works. Yes.
Okay, let's do our salinity test. Oh,
What's wrong?
you can't put the silver thing under the water.
What?
It's not waterproof.
Oh, okay.
The lens and the
Well, you know what?
top
We'll
part.
see how well that works.
Oh, if it don't work, they get another one.
Just a little trickle to clean the lens off.
Yes, like a little drop of water.
Your next step can also be a digital salinity meter, but we'll talk about those things as upgrades.
We're bang on.
Woohoo!
Because I measured up salt.
I know you did.
I'm telling you, you got this down.
We've got it down to a science.
And I don't even bake.
You don't really, but your mom say you've done a lot of cooking.
No, I don't cook either. Derrick does all the cooking.
Derrick, you're the chef like me.
Yeah, he's the chef, yeah.
Okay. Okay, I can see that water line, so you're pretty much almost there. Yeah, it should be about flowing over.
There it goes.
Yep.
That's good.
Okay. So, skimmer, put that together.
Put the skimmer back together. Try turning back on that return pump and see.
Is he gonna be okay?
Zoom in some more. Let me see.
I don't think I can.
Okay. So he's not gonna like the fact that what's going on, but he's gonna appreciate the fact that he just got a water change. So he's pulled in a bit. That's fine.
Yeah.
The lights are off. So he is going to be retracted for a while.
Okay. He's retracted. He doesn't like the water changes at all. Whenever John does add water to the tank, he always pulled in and hid away for a day or two.
Yeah. Yeah, he should be fine. And he said that's the second time he's moved.
Yep.
Okay.
He used to be right up here first.
Okay.
He was up on the top when we first put him in the tank, and I don't know, the water flow was something or whatever. So John tried to move him, but he wouldn't move. So John just moved him
Yeah,
off.
once he's in the tank, he'll move when he needs to. If you ever need to get him out, I'll tell you how to do it, but he's fine for now.
Yes, and apparently they have them on their own, so they go where they want.
That's right.
What they want,
And it's good that you don't have any power heads there at the moment, because that's one of the risks for an enemy is that they can get drawn into your power head, and that's not nice. Yeah, that can literally crash your tank.
Okay.
All right, are we on?
Yeah.
Is there any air bubbles coming out from the return pipe? The pump is submerged?
Yeah, the pump is actually, no, I'm going to have to put more water in.
Good. I heard the noise level drop down.
Is it good now?
It's, our floaty is not right up.
Is it supposed to be?
Yeah. So, do we put more water in there? Our floaty is not right up. It's not,
Is there any water coming down through that section by the float?
That little tiny tube.
I can't tell because...
Can you feel it?
I don't feel nothing, no.
That
Oh,
tube,
yeah,
there is?
Yeah, there's water definitely in it.
There's water definitely. That tube might be blocked. If the float switches all the way down, it should be releasing water from the reservoir.
When you say release some water from the reservoir, you mean this thing here?
No, from the side where you fill the fresh water up at the side of the tank.
Yeah.
That whenever that float is depressed all the way down, that's the trigger to open the valve to allow water to come in from the reservoir at the side of the tank. So if the float is all the way down, water should run from that little nipple there.
No, this must be plugged.
Alright, so the tubing, it's on a compression fitting, but I don't want you to probably worry about that today because we'll probably have to clean that. It might be just a buildup of calcium why it's not releasing the water. But that's fine. So long as the pump is not drawing air, it's totally submerged right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And water is flowing back normally.
I just pulled the head off of that pump, or not the pump, but the hose,
Okay.
and there's water coming back from the tube, but it's not coming out through the.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to have to screw that off and clean that another time.
So
There we go.
There's water coming out through the hose there.
Okay, so so the line is not clogged. It's probably literally within the nipple that you're going to have to just take out and just rinse out with some fresh water, and that will clear that up.
So it's actually
Just don't screw it down all the way.
yeah, I know, but this thing here actually.
It should be a compression fitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this thing here.
What's the level of foam in the skimmer? Is the skimmer back on yet?
Yep.
Alright, so that's low. Typically what happens when you do a water change, your skimmer might need to be adjusted. So it's not making it up the neck at all. And that's probably, how far is the water level from the height that's on that the mark on the skimmer?
The water level inside of that is probably.
So you do this and I'll go clean that thing.
Okay.
Here. Take this.
So the water level is about 2, maybe 3 inches from the bottom of the demarcation. So in the bottom of the red.
Is that skimmer sitting on something or is it on the base of the sump?
It's on a base.
So it's sitting itself on the base. It's not sitting on something that's raising it up.
Actually, you know what? Seems to me that it's up on something.
He may have had it on a platform. If it's on a platform, take it off and lower the skimmer in the sump.
Okay.
You pause the video, Paula.
No, I lost it. Here, Derrick, get it back. My hands are soaking wet.
Oh, it's alright. No, let him do what he's doing.
It's his phone. I don't know how to. There you go.
That's not even down.
Just trying to get some light.
This wasn't even sit up right.
What was it sitting on?
It wasn't even down in there. It wasn't even down in there.
Isn't this fun?
This today.
Yeah, this was a good idea to do the video call.
Yes, this is a very good video call. While he's working on that,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go back to my food
Yes.
and show you.
And I'll tell you what to toss. Show me the dry foods.
Oh, the wet, those freezer ones are fine?
The
Dry ones?
Yeah, let's look at the dry ones first.
Oh, bless it, bless it. Someone was thinking about me today. Look, the only can of Diet Pepsi that's in there.
Yeah. That's your treat.
Oh, yes.
Felt good going down.
Good, good, good. I'm looking at the other food, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We have those.
So let's see that first one.
Those mini pellets.
What is that? Omega-1. What does it say?
Omega-1 natural seafood formula veggie mini pellets. Slow sinking for all omnivorous
Okay,
fish.
we can keep that. Next one.
The seaweed.
Yes. And I'll tell you how I want you to apply the seaweed, but yes, we keep that.
Okay. This one is veggie rounds.
No, we don't need that.
Okay. These are food blocks.
No. Throw those in the garbage.
Yep. And we have slow sinking. The other ones.
Slow
These are
sink.
colored
I can't
mini
see.
pellets.
What does
I
it
think
say?
I think they're identical to this one. Only one says veggie and the other one says color.
That one says color. No, that's
Color.
I don't want that for your marine tank. So let's put
Okay.
that as a backup. You don't have to throw that one away, but you need some better. I'll show you some new food.
Okay.
All right, what do you have for frozen?
I gotta throw this out first. Hold on. Because I'm literally. Okay. Okay, so we got this. I don't know what it is.
Looks like the calanos. That's PE.
So this is brine shrimp.
Okay, hikari brine shrimp. All right, put that back in the freezer. Yeah, we'll keep that.
And this one.
Okay, we'll keep those two. And what else did you say you had? Frozen?
Something else? I don't know, so I'm going to throw it out.
Yes. If we don't know what it is, we're not putting it in our tank.
Yeah, it's this, but I don't know what this is.
Throw that out.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
In the garbage this is going.
So are we doing one more bucket?
No, we got all the buckets of water done.
Okay, good. The tank is back on. It's running.
Yeah, he's just putting that skimmer thing and fixing it because apparently it was never ever set properly in that tray. It was.
Okay. Let me answer this call for a quick second. Hold on.
Yeah, you go. Go.
Actually, no. Wait. It's alright. I'll call her back. She
You
must be
can
wondering.
answer, like you can go and call her and then just call us back when you're ready if you want.
Okay, let me call her back and then I'll get back to you guys.
Yeah, and I'll just go and do some tidying up here, put some buckets and stuff away, and do some of that while you're.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
All right.
Good.
Sounds good.
All right, Paula.
All right.
Right back.